Hey there, thanks for joining me. My name is Gretchen. I'm founder of Balance to the Core. Each week I do a live workout with my online membership, and we get to actually see each other, we talk, we connect, and then we work out together. This past week, the group was like, you have to share this on your YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to share the workout that we actually did all together, and we hope you like it and enjoy it. And if you do, come check us out. We'd love to have you part of our group. It's called the Core Club. There's more information in the description below. And if you like this workout and you want to see more, you can also subscribe to this channel and just hit that bell for notifications because I'm usually here every week. All right, let's get to working out.
We're going to lie on the foam roller a little different, but you can start sort of how you normally start. Whoa. Sort of getting ourselves situated. You know, for me, it's like always the low back. Oh. All right, so now what we are going to do, first, let's just warm up the pelvis a little bit. You're going to just kind of take it side to side, back and forth in your circles. Just kind of trying to isolate that pelvic movement without moving the knees too much. I usually just kind of take it in all the positions, and then the last bit, do the circles. All right. Keep going if you need to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually slide off of it and place our mid back and head up. So like you want your pelvis to be on the floor. And then you'll find what your body can handle here, where it needs to extend. But we're going to sort of work that mid back in a real nice expansion. Hopefully it feels good. It should feel good. Just allow yourself to breathe here, really inhaling through the nose. Feel that nice expansion, extension, and then exhale. Let's take our arms up to the ceiling. All right, and then just allow your arms to open. Take a giant inhale. Exhale. Let it close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then just go ahead, take those arms up to the ceiling. All right, palms face each other. One arm goes above your head, one arm goes down. And then we switch and change. Keep those abs engaged. You're using that place right where sort of you bend. That's where you pull your abs in, but allow the pelvis to be heavy on the ground. And then we'll reach those arms up to the ceiling. And let's take both arms back and giant circle. And reach back and giant circle. Feel that extension of the spine. And then we'll reverse it. And then we'll take the arms up, bring it out like a goalpost, stretch the chest. Now feel yourself really kind of open up the chest a little bit more. Take those tops of your hands towards the floor as you work a little bit of an extension. Come back in, stretch it up, do it again. Pull open, stretch open that chest, and bring it up. Notice the engagement of the back to help bring the palms to the floor. It's like you give your shoulders a little gentle squeeze. You're not overly squeezing. It's enough where you feel that upper mid back have to engage to create that. And bring it up. Good. And then take those arms down by your sides. All right, we're going to do some bridge work. Now we're taking the bridge work from an extension and then lifting it up. So we want to be very engaged and not let our low back take a strain from this. So really engage your belly on an inhale. Exhale, start to tuck the pelvis and then use your abs and glutes to help lift the pelvis up. Take an inhale here at the top. And then exhale, you're just going to work your way down, and then you'll get to that point where you're going to work the low back into extension. Inhale, exhale. So every time you exhale is when you're moving. Every time you inhale is where you're staying and prepping. Inhale, really allow your body to get that deeper extension in the low back if you want. You can kind of deepen that mobility if that feels good for you. It's all about trying to get range of motion in that spine. If you want, you can kind of add the arms when you go into that extension. So as you drop the pelvis, then the back, you can get a little extra stretch if that feels good for you. Bring the arms back down as you come back up. We'll do one more full one wherever you're working from. And melting it down. All right. We're going to take our bodies off our foam rollers. See how we feel on the mat. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get your bands. All right. And let's just go ahead, get ourselves up to a seated position. Oh, hello, back. All right. So let's grab hold of our band and you're just going to wrap it around the balls of your feet. Your legs are together. You're on your heels. Sit up tall. And let's just roll ourselves back into a half roll back. Hopefully the back feels pretty good for this right now. And then we'll dive it over. Roll it back, drawing the belly back. And dive it up and over. Let's go a little further back, gradually making your way down through that low back. Call this a little low back love class, right? Roll back to the shoulder blades. Dive it. And then we go all the way down. Find your alignment. Pull the chin to the chest. Use those upper abs to help lift your body up. Do it again. Feel that articulation down. And use that breath. 2 more. And stretch your legs long if you'd like. Those hips involved. Ooh, little stretch there. Beautiful. And then you're going to roll it up through the spine. Grab hold of that left leg in your band. The right will come out. All right, let's roll it down through the spine. So you're all the way down, lying down. And let's just feel what the legs feel like here. Anchor those heels, pull the hips together. And we're just going to bend that left leg right on into the chest. Anchor your upper arms down on the mat, lift that heel a little bit. And now I want you to push through the arch of your foot as you lengthen the leg away, and then bend it back in. As you push away, find your abs and find your seat. And the opposite leg is anchoring down from heel to thigh. Notice when you lengthen that leg away, it really comes from your center. Lengthen away, hold there, find your center. Now start to lower the leg down and find your center, find your seat. And go ahead, click those heels together, get a little bit more length in that leg. And then as you lift it up, lift from your center and reach it back down. Stretch it longer than your other leg if you can. Stretch it longer than the other leg when you come up. And let's keep it there. 5 circles, cross over, down, around, and bring it back to center. Hold it. Again, cross down, around, and hold it. All right, 3 more. All the muscles around the hip. Stabilizing with your center. And then once you've hit 5, we go the other way. Ooh. Get more length out of that leg. Stretch it and then stretch it longer. Stabilize that bottom leg. Feel the length and let it just hang out there for a sec. Switch your legs. How does that feel? Just take notice of which leg feels longer, which feels more anchored. All right, bend the leg in. Anchor the upper arms. We could work the upper back posture and press it out and bring it in. Again, really taking note of the muscles that help push that leg out. Trying to get out of the joints and get into the muscles. That bottom leg is anchoring. All right, we're going to hold it straight, reach it long, and try to reach it longer than your bottom leg from your center. And pull those thighs together, anchor. And then as you reach the leg even longer, it starts to come up and really feel that in your belly. And again. Lift from the belly. And here we go with 5 circles. Cross over, down, around, come to center. Hold, stabilize till you go to the next one. Anchor the triceps. When you've hit your 5, you go 5 the other way. And then go ahead, stretch the leg longer than the bottom leg. Put both balls of the foot into that band. All right, see how those legs feel. Maybe take the right out, see how that feels. Are they even? Are they stabilized? Put that leg back in. All right, we're gonna start to peel the spine off. Anchor the heels and the hips. Ooh, yeah. And then just go ahead, dive it over, whew, and come on up. Awesome. All right, let's do a little rolling like a ball. You can do half rollbacks again if you want. You can do those half rollbacks with the band if you want. You don't want to roll. All right. And here we go. Just finding the length in your spine. And we inhale it back. Exhale it up. Don't be afraid for the head to touch the ground behind you. But remember, the bulk of your weight is really on that mid back. No weight on the head. We'll do one more. Awesome. And then go ahead, grab that foam roller. All right. And we're going to take it. So we'll do an ab series with the foam roller. We're going to take it back. Let's just start with our body extended over. You can take your hands behind your head if you'd like, or they can reach behind you and just feel that extension. You can stay here for a little bit, just breathing into that upper mid back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lift. All right, inhale back. Exhale, use those upper abs to come up. Squeeze your thighs together. I'm going to take my feet a little further away from me. So before we were extending the low back, now we're extending the upper back. Take my hands here just so I can feel those upper abs. Do the lift. Let's hold ourselves up there in that little ab flexion. Take one leg up, and we're going to go over and lift. Over and lift. One more. Lower that leg down, other leg up. Let's take it over. I'm just doing one hand here. This might sure to keep sliding. One more. Take it back. Good. Okay, so now we want to try to keep it there, okay, and bring both legs up to a tabletop position. Yeah, you might have to shift yourself on that foam roller because notice when you lift, your body wants to come off that foam roller, right? But we want the upper abs to keep flexing into that foam roller. We want weight, the lower ribs to push into the foam roller. All right, keep that as you inhale, reach, exhale, wrap it in. Inhale, reach, exhale, wrap it in. Again, reach and wrap for 3 and 2 and 1 and bring it in. Whew, and come on up. Good. All right. Have a seat up onto the foam roller if you want. You can also stay on your mat. All right. Your legs are going to be heels on the outer edges of your mat. Dig those heels and dig those thighs down and lift up. We're going to inhale here, exhale, flex it over. 3, 2, 1, roll it up. 3, 2, 1, and up. One more time. 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. A little bit wider. Arms wide. Rotate and dive. All right. Just doing these. Getting a little twist in the spine should feel good. Heels and hips stay where they are. And bring it back to center. All right, keeping your legs, actually, let's bring them in a little bit so they're on your mat, holding your band about shoulder distant. Pull the band apart with your back muscles. Wrists stay nice and long and straight. Reach through the knuckles, really feeling the power in your back. Open up and lift up. Lift those arms up. Keep the back super engaged. Give yourself a little extension in your upper spine. Hips stay heavy on your foam roller. Come back to center. Bring those arms down. All right, pull the arms apart as we come up. Really feel those back muscles. Feel how the arms help elongate your spine. Go ahead, open the chest and bring it down. Up. Anchor the hips. Push through those heels. Open the chest. Okay, you got 2 more. Last one. And bring it back to center. Good job putting the band down. Let's come off the foam roller. All right, go ahead, grab the band around the balls of your feet and let those legs have a little distance between them. And then you'll just cross the band and really use your outer hips to push out with the outer heels or outer feet. So you're super aligned here. Your hips are active. Stretch those arms. We'll pull our elbows wide as you activate those outer hips and stretch. Pull. Using the back muscles, trying to touch the elbows wall to wall. Wall to wall. Squeeze. Let's hold it out. Keep it there. Keep pressing those elbows wide, your hips wide. Open the chest. Come to center. Stretch those arms long. Undo the cross as we roll down through the spine. Find your alignment here. All right, dragging those heels in, pulling them into your chest. Go ahead, choke up on that band and let those elbows and triceps anchor. We're going to push the legs out as you really feel the work in your center and your hips. Pull back in. Push. Elongate those legs, but don't let the body drag with you, right? We want to really anchor the body as you stretch, and it's a lot of ab power. Go ahead. When you reach the legs, lift the upper body, continue to lift the other upper body. You can choke up onto that band, stretch it here, and then go ahead, bend everything in and bring it down. All right, start to push the legs out, curl the chin to the chest, roll yourself up, and bring it all back in. Press out first, then curl, and then lift. And bring everything in one more time. Push. Curl. Now keep those legs straight. Curl it all the way down till you're lying down. Bring those legs to a 90 degree. Bring the hips over to one side. Make sure the heels stay together. Bring down, over, and back to center. Go the other way. Hips rock over so the heels stay together. Down, around, and back to center. All right, so now we're just going and alternating side to side. We'll do one more each side, anchoring that upper body. And go ahead, bring it to center. Let the legs drop, bring the legs to a tabletop position. And we're just gonna rock our hips over now and bring it back to center. Rock the hips over and pull it back to center, really using the waist strength. Anchoring that upper body, keeping the knees together. So you want to really lift the hips up and over. Lift the hips up and over. One more each side. You can even add a little leg reach. Leg reach. And come back in and release it. Good. All right. Legs down. Grab your foam roller for a little pillow as we turn to our side. We're going to we just twisted the lower half. Let's twist the upper half. Okay. And give yourself a little 90-degree angle at the hip and knee. Arm up. And then use your ribs to open yourself as your hips stay where they are. See how you feel compared to when you normally do these. We normally do them closer to the beginning of class. See if you have a little bit more range of motion or not. I'm going to go to the other side. Good. And come to center. Awesome. All right, let's turn it to all fours. We'll just spin it around here. Okay, work some extension work. So your hands are down, push into your fingertips, push into sort of the kind of the knuckle part of your hand. And then just round it. Push the tops of your feet into the ground, come to center, and open it up. And again. Just getting a little mobility of the spine here on all fours before we go down on our stomach. Come to center. All right, you can put your foam roller to the side as we lie down onto our stomach. All right, take your hands underneath your forehead. Let's just work some hip extension first. So anchoring your pelvis, really reaching long through your tailbone. I want you to reach your leg sort of super long, and as it reaches long, you start to lift it up. Pull that belly in the more that you lift. Other side, try to touch the wall behind you, and then lift. Reach, lift. Just going side to side. If you find your foot cramping, you're probably pointing a little too much. You want to put more energy in the seat. More reach from the hip and the abs rather than the foot and ankle. All right, now taking your hands on either side of you, anchor the feet, and now we're just going to lift the mid back. Push through the heart as you push through the tail. Again, feeling that lower half anchor as you stretch long through the top half. This time, I want you to lift up. You're going to hold it there. Stretch the arms out, keeping your upper body where it is. Circle those arms long, and as they come around, try to lift the chest more, push through the tailbone more, and then come back to that hover. Reach, wrap, and come up into that lift, and then back down to your hover. Reach, inhale it around and lift. Come to center and exhale. Inhale. Last one. And exhale, release it down. Good. From here, lift both legs up. As they lower it down, lift the chest. You can keep the arms down. Chest lowers, Reach, lift the legs. Legs go down. We lift the heart. 2 more. Almost like a little rock, but you're very intentional with your movement. Take it back down. Give it a good stretch. Roll it up. I'll get a stretch there. Okay, let's get some side lying going on. So I'm going to use my foam roller for underneath my ribs. You do not have to. Let's do front back kicks, up, down, circles, okay? So just lining up, getting a nice long torso, anchoring the hips and lining them up. Anchor the bottom to lift the top, and here we go. You reach the leg and reach the leg, just like we did in the beginning on our back, and then when we were on our stomach, the same reach. We're just on our side. Noticed how it feels. Are you getting more reach than normal or not? We're going to go into our up downs. Again, it's about the reach more than the lift. Turn that leg out. And we'll go back behind us. And again, stretch. And 5 circles each way. And then we'll switch our sides. Line it up how you need to. Go into your front backs. I have a little more control in my legs today after that warm-up work. We're going to go into our up downs. And then go into your 5 circles. Make sure you're really extending that spine too, not just the leg. Reach out of the crown of your head. And you're supporting that underarm with your back muscles, not your wrist. Good. Good. I'm finally like warm enough where I can take my sweatshirt off, but okay. All right, so now we have our knees here. We have our hips under our knees. Let's take one leg out, yeah? We're gonna bring our arms out to the sides, then go ahead and reach the arms up, and we're gonna lean out of the hips and bring it back up to center. Again, reach it out of the hips and come back to center. We've got 3 more. We've got 3, and up, and 2, and up. One more time, reach, and up. Good. Now let's go over, arms wide, and go over, reach, and stay there. All right. And now what I want you to do is lift this leg. This hand goes behind your head. Push your head into your hands. Really try to lift this leg hip height. Drop it down, lift it up, 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 up. Lift as you reach and lift, right? Everything we've been doing, reach and lift. Hold it up there. And then can you go front and back? Keeping that leg lifted. Don't let it drop. Ooh is right. And then we come up. And side bend it. Yeah, how'd you do? Good job. Okay, we got the other side. I'm not gonna wear this shirt again. Okay, so now we hold here, arm up. We're gonna reach it out and come on up. Again, you're reaching out of the hips. You're just stabilized on that lower half. Make sure you're using your seat to really stay hip over knee, right? 2 more times. Stretch over. Try not to let that bottom arm drop. Like as you go over, it doesn't go here. It stays on your back. Okay, arms wide, and we take it over. Yay. Hips over knee. Lift that leg, hand behind the head. All right, so now as we lift, you want to try to lift it up to hip height. Up, up. Hold it up. Can you keep it hip height? Keep it hip height, and we go forward and back. Keep it hip height. Keep lifting it. Make sure that bottom leg doesn't rock and roll.
That was tough.
Come up and take it over. Those are doozies. All right, so now we're going to go to all fours. Yeah? All right. Squeeze those thighs together. Tuck your toes under. Spread those fingertips. Push them in. Take an inhale. Let's do our strength work here as we lift up. Holding your nice long spine. Try to keep the knees there as you give yourself a little cat stretch. And come back to center. Drop down. Inhale, stabilize, prepare yourself. Exhale, we lift up. Stay there for an inhale, stretch that spine longer, draw those ribs in. Exhale, flex, and come to center, and drop it down. One more time, inhale as you prep, and we lift up. Now we're gonna stay here, and you're gonna lift one foot, drop it down, your knees stay together. Squeeze those thighs as you lift the foot. Lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop it down, push it back to the feet, drop your head and roll it up. Take it to the end of your mat. Go ahead, reach your arms above your head. I'm not going to because the shirt's going to come with me. And then dive yourself over till you're right at your feet. And we're going to walk it out to a plank position. Okay? Hold plank. Now give me 3 elbow bends, okay? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lift those ribs. Because you're lifting the ribs, it helps you pull back to your feet and then roll it up through the spine. Good. Go ahead, grab your band. Golly, my phone is blowing up. I don't know if you guys hear that. Okay, forgot to turn it off. All right, so now we're up. Get into that Pilates stance and really just find the strength in your body as you're standing here. And we just reach. And as you reach those arms, it's like, whoa, effortless, hopefully, because the rest of your body is so much supporting you at this point. 3 more. Hold it out there, and now give me circles. And notice, are the circles coming from your center? Are they coming from your joints, your back? Just paying attention to that. Go ahead, circle the other way. Good. Now try to reach them from your center, not from the wrists. Can you get more length out of those arms from your back and your belly? Good. And then little pumps up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch longer and then bring those arms down. Go ahead, drop the band. And now let's see how those arms feel. Can we float them up? Ooh, and bring them down. Again, they get a little reach to them, right? And feel, hopefully they feel so supported they float up. One more time. Float it up. And then notice the circles here without the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Take your hands behind your head. Push your head into your hands with your elbows wide. Can you push into your hands so that you really activate your back muscles? Energy through your elbows. Keep doing that. I'm just taking my hands down to my hips. All right. Lift the heels up as you really pull those hips together, and we bend down and up. If you want, you can put your hands on your hips. If you don't want, hands behind the head, but if the hands are behind your head, you're working your upper back as well. 3 more. 3 and 2. Hold it down there on 1. Good. And let's go down, down, up, up. Three more for 3 and 2 and 1. If you have your hands behind your head, release them now to your hips. Go to the lowest point here and let's hold it. Squeezing the hips, the heels. Go a little bit lower. Go a little bit lower. Maybe a little bit lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Lower those heels down. Good job. Give it a little shake out. We're going to get wide. Turn out. Get only as wide as you can. Keep the knees right over those middle toes. All right, we take it down and press up. And as you push the floor away, you're lengthening those legs, right? So it should come from the center. Abs your seat. 5. All right, keep it down there and give me the down, down, up, up. Are your knees rolling in? If so, you're going to bring those legs in a little bit closer, or you're going to press those knees out a little bit wider if they have a little bit more mobility in them. Make sure your feet have full pressure in them. You're not just on the outsides or the insides. Those pinky toes should get an extra love. 2 more, down, down, up, up. You're going to go to your lowest point and you're going to hold it and maybe lift the heels just a smidge. Make sure you're fully on the ball of your foot and go as low as you can and hold. Make sure the knees aren't rolling in as you do this. You need, again, come in a little bit more if you need to. Sink it a little deeper. And then to your deepest point for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, shake that out. Good job. All right, let's just come to a parallel position. Bend the knees, sink the hips back, and allow your body to drop here. Let the head, neck, and shoulders go. Shake the head yes and no if you want. And then back it up through the spine. Click the heels together in your Pilates stance. Go ahead, lift both arms up, dive it down. Are you full body work? Lift with the arms by the ear. Dive it up. One more time. Give it a good dive and up and circle it around. Oh, yeah. You did it. Hi, girls.
Love it. Love it.
That was one of your I mean, I say every week it's a great class, Gretchen, but this was like exceptionally well done.
Exceptionally.
Ditto.
Hey.
It was so
Just
good. It was such a
exceptionally,
mix
yes.
of everything. Oh my
And
gosh.
it felt like
Oh my
it
God,
flew
good.
by.